What part of your home do you like the most?
The part of my home I like the most is my bedroom. It's my personal space where I can relax and feel completely at ease. For example, I've decorated it with things I love, like cozy blankets, soft lighting, and a small shelf for my favorite books. I also enjoy spending time there listening to music or journaling after a long day. It's not just a place to sleep but also a little retreat where I can recharge and unwind.
Do you like advertisements?
Not really. I don't particularly like advertisements. I find most of them intrusive, especially when they interrupt a video or show online. However, I do appreciate creative or well-made ads that tell a story or have a meaningful message. For example, I once saw a public service announcement about environmental protection, and it was very touching and inspiring. But in general, I prefer fewer ads in my daily life because they can be quite distracting.
Is there an advertisement that made an impression on you when you were a child?
Yes, there was an advertisement for a chocolate brand that left a deep impression on me when I was a child. It featured a catchy jingle and a group of children happily sharing chocolate during a picnic. The ad was colorful and lively, which really captured my attention as a kid. I still remember singing the jingle with my friends because it was so fun and easy to remember. It made me associate the product with happiness and friendship, which I think was the purpose of the ad.
Do you often feel bored?
Not really. I don't often feel bored because I usually find something interesting to do. For instance, when I have free time, I enjoy reading books, listening to music, or trying out new recipes. Even if I'm alone, I like to keep myself engaged by learning something new, like a language or a skill. Of course, there are moments when I feel a bit restless, especially if I have to wait for something, but I try to make good use of that time by scrolling through articles or watching short videos. Overall, I think staying curious helps me avoid boredom.
How important are friends to you?
Friends are incredibly important to me. They provide emotional support, share happy moments, and help me navigate challenges in life. For example, when I'm feeling stressed or uncertain, I often talk to my close friends, and their advice or even just their company can make a big difference. Friends also make life more enjoyable because we can share experiences like traveling, celebrating milestones, or simply spending time together. I believe having strong friendships is essential for both personal happiness and mental health.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I have several hobbies, but the one I enjoy the most is painting. I like creating artwork that reflects my thoughts or the beauty of nature. For example, I often paint landscapes or abstract pieces on weekends. It helps me relax and express myself creatively. I also find it very fulfilling to see my progress over time, as my techniques and skills improve with practice.
Do you like the morning or evening?
I prefer the morning because it feels fresh and full of possibilities. I enjoy starting my day early, especially when the air is cool and quiet. For instance, I like taking a walk or having a cup of coffee while planning my day. It's also when I feel most energetic and productive, so I tend to focus on important tasks during that time. Of course, evenings can be relaxing too, but mornings give me a sense of accomplishment and set the tone for the rest of the day.
Do you like swimming?
Yes, I really enjoy swimming. It's not only a great way to stay fit but also very refreshing, especially during the summer. I usually swim at a local pool, but I also love going to the beach whenever I get the chance. For me, swimming is both a physical exercise and a way to clear my mind. The feeling of being in the water is incredibly relaxing and helps me relieve stress after a long day.
Do you have a talent or something you are good at?
Yes, I think I'm good at drawing. Ever since I was a child, I've enjoyed sketching and creating artwork. Over the years, I've practiced different styles, like realistic portraits and abstract designs. For example, last year, I participated in an art competition and won first place with a piece inspired by nature. Drawing is not only a talent but also a way for me to relax and express my emotions. It's something I feel proud of and hope to keep improving in the future.
Do you think anyone in your family has the same talent?
Yes, I think my younger sister has a similar talent for drawing. She's very creative and often comes up with unique ideas for her artwork. For example, she once painted a mural on the wall of her room, and it turned out to be stunning. Although her style is different from mine, she prefers bold colors and abstract designs. Our shared interest in art allows us to inspire and learn from each other. It's nice to have someone in the family who shares the same passion.
How do you feel when people don't return things they borrowed from you?
I feel a bit annoyed when people don't return things they borrowed from me, especially if it's something important or valuable. For example, I once lent a book to a friend and they never gave it back, even after I reminded them a few times. It made me feel a little frustrated because I really liked that book and expected it to be returned. However, I tried to understand that people can sometimes forget. In the future, I might be more careful about who I lend things to.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. I find it very calming and peaceful, like the sky or the ocean. It helps me feel relaxed, which is why I have a lot of blue in my wardrobe and even in my room's decoration. For example, my bed sheets and curtains are shades of blue because they create a soothing atmosphere. To me, blue represents tranquility and stability, which are qualities I really value in my life.
What's the color you dislike? Why?
I don't particularly like bright yellow. It's a bit too intense and overwhelming for me, especially when used in large amounts. For example, I once stayed in a hotel room with bright yellow walls, and it felt quite uncomfortable because it was hard to relax in such a bold and energetic color. I prefer softer, more neutral tones that create a calmer atmosphere. That being said, I don't mind yellow in small doses, like in flowers or accessories, where it can add a cheerful touch.
Is wearing hats popular in your country?
Yes, wearing hats is quite popular in my country, especially for practical reasons. For instance, in the summer, people often wear wide-brimmed hats or caps to protect themselves from the sun, while in the winter, warm woolen hats are common to stay cozy. Hats are also popular as fashion accessories, particularly among younger people who use them to complement their outfits. For example, baseball caps and bucket hats are trendy nowadays. Overall, hats are both functional and stylish, which is why they remain popular.
Do you like to wear hats?
Yes, I like to wear hats, especially when I'm outdoors. Hats are practical for protecting me from the sun in summer or keeping me warm in winter. For example, I often wear a cap when I go hiking to shield my face from the sun, and in colder months, I love wearing a cozy beanie. Besides, I think hats can add a nice touch to my outfits, making them look more stylish. Overall, hats are both functional and fashionable for me.